Alright, welcome to day 5. Yeah, so far so good. We added the Cetrotide in today, and it was big. It's a big freaking needle. And you're going to look at it and you're going to be freaked out, but it's not bad. It doesn't hurt. It actually hurt less than the Luveris needle, which is funny. I don't know whether it's sharper or whether we just are getting better at doing needles, but it's okay. It's itchy though. Like 1,000 tiny spiders crawling around inside of you for about an hour, itchy. I was going crazy, and our scheduling nurse specifically was like, don't itch, don't scratch it, don't massage it, don't touch it, just give the injection and let it be. And that's really easy for the other two, but this one is, it's like inside poison ivy. Like it's bad uncomfortableness. But I mean, really, if that's the worst thing, if it's a little bit itchy, I think we're probably doing okay. What other symptoms have we got happening? I'm so bloated still. It's just getting worse, which I think is probably a good thing. Like, it means things are working and things are going, and given that my AMH levels were so freaking low, so given that the endometriosis had attached my ovaries to the back of my uterus, into my bowels, into my tubes, and I think we were all expecting things to really not sort of progress quickly, and that's why I'm on the sort of almost the max doses of all the meds, but it seems like things are going, and every time I feel bloated or it's uncomfortable or I'm feeling kind of crappy, I remind myself that, like, no, if nothing was happening, it would be worse. So the bloat, while it's annoying, is good. It means things are going. That said, I don't have a single pair of pants that fits me, which is unfortunate. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I just lost, I don't know, 35 pounds or something. Why didn't I keep any of my pants? Like, I was so eager to give them away. Here you go. I've been drinking smoothies for a couple of months and now I don't need my pants. Well, as someone who's trying to get pregnant and as someone who knew that they were going to bloat like crazy when they did Stims, this seems like a rash decision to make. Okay. What else do we have for you? Symptom-wise, I have feelings. I have all of the feelings. I cried in my car on my way to work from a meeting yesterday because the Everlast You Know What It's Like song came on, and I'm sitting in my car at like a red light, like, yeah, I do know what it's like to choose. And this isn't, we're not talking like a pretty delicate single tear roll. Like, this is the ugly, like, and there's a guy next to me, I don't know, he's turning left and I'm going straight, and so I'm like sitting in my car, hysterical. He looks over and you can just see the concern. Is she okay? Should I call somebody? Oh, it was embarrassing to say the least. I nearly killed the grocery girl at the grocery store yesterday because she took too long bagging my groceries for me. And I watched Fuller House and lay in bed and sobbed for a while uncontrollably, which, like, I'm not a big crier. This isn't normally my jam, but apparently right now it's just what's happening. There's, spoiler alert for you, there is an infertility plotline in Fuller House. You will watch it and you will cry if you're on Stims. As a sidebar, it makes me feel so old. They're all grown up, and it's sad. We're going out. We're going out into the world today, which is exciting. It's our first Saturday on Stims, and sort of every other day we've come home from work, and by the time we make dinner, it's time to do meds. But this is our big day out. So we're gonna go to my parents' place and help them with some stuff, and then go out for dinner. And we had to make the decision about, like, okay, what do we do needle-wise? So at our scheduling appointment, you may remember from our previous video that they gave us this really handy-dandy little travel sharps container. Turns out they also gave us this little luggagey day trip needle carrier. It was funny when she gave it to us. I remember looking at it and being like, why is it so big? Like, the nature of it being a travel pack is that it's supposed to be smaller and dainty and easier to travel with. Like, this is practically, like, it needs wheels, it's rolling luggage. But, lo and behold, I packed it up today for us to go on our big adventure. Sure enough, the whole thing is full. Like, this is the amount of stuff that you need to bring with you to do one set of injections. So I think we're going to do it at my parents' place. I'm not really ready for us to be, like, shooting up in a restaurant bathroom. And given that Ian's been giving me my shots, it'd be a little awkward for both of us to be in the women's bathroom with a whole bunch of syringes. It seems like a recipe for trouble. So we'll do it. It means we're going to have to be a little bit early, but we'll do it at my parents' place and then go out for dinner. And that will be significantly less awkward for everybody, probably. So we find out our ultrasound is on Monday for our growth scan, our follicle scan. So we'll find out how things are going. I'm a little bit nervous. Like I said earlier, nobody is really expecting this one to be like the whiz bang, everything goes perfectly. We're in sort of a weird situation, and we'll get into it more later. But a lot of people that end up doing IVF, it's sort of the nuclear last ditch, end of the day option. And they started maybe timing their cycles and taking their temperature and doing a round of Clomid or doing some IUIs. We didn't do any of that because I started having symptoms before we even had the chance to try. Like, we didn't even have that, like, drink a cheap bottle of wine, go out for dinner, and like, I wonder if we made a baby. That's not a thing that we did, because I sort of right before we started thinking about trying, all of a sudden I had all of these crazy symptoms, and the process of getting that diagnosed was almost 2 years, and surgeries and blah blah and meds, but none of it involved tracking my cycle, checking my lining, seeing the quality of my eggs. So we have no idea how I'm going to respond. Am I going to make eggs, and of what quality will those eggs be, and will they fertilize, and will our embryos arrest? And like, there's still so many questions that are left unanswered. And because we're going straight into IVF, it is kind of a weird situation, because my doctors don't know what my body does with all of this stuff. We have no idea whether I'm someone that has a decent lining or not, whereas most people, this isn't their first day one fertility option. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how things go and what they say. We have our scan the day after tomorrow, and we will film something that night and let you know how it goes. Hopefully there's lots of little follicles. I'm really hoping the amount of bloat is a good indication, but we'll see. So we'll chat with you on Monday, and if you can spare a good thought for my follicles, I'm not above it. And I hope you guys have a good weekend.